next guest makes the phones that most of us are using. You hear me talking about my various Galaxy devices over the years, and sure, I've swayed once or twice. You're going to got to try others. Never an iPhone-y. But other than that, I'm an Android guy, so you got to try some different things. But I always end up back to the Samsung Galaxy line, like everybody hears me talking a lot about my Note 5. I almost have a Note 7, this close, right, Philip? The point is, our next guest makes those phones that a lot of us are using. He's the product manager for wearables with Samsung Electronics America, David Ng. Dave, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Dave. Thanks for having me on the show.
It's a pleasure. You guys are showing some cool product, as always, here at IFA. And, of course, wearables. We're talking about watches that are really neat. And I wear all the time my Galaxy Gear S2, Samsung Gear S2, but now to be outdone, you've got an S3. so let's find out what's the difference between this one and the S3 other than a number. You've continued to do innovative things.
Absolutely. So yeah, I love to see that you're sporting our Gear S2. We're very excited to introduce some super cool new features on the Gear S3. So happy to walk you through a couple of those.
By all means, let's talk about what you're doing with the S3.
So what we have here are the Gear S3. It's going to come in two very distinct and unique designs. The one that you're holding right there, that's the Frontier.
The Frontier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this other device that we have here, this is the Gear S3 Classic. Right.
Very, very sporty, nice looking. I mean,
Thank
not
you.
that there's anything wrong with the S2, and people are always talking about it and looking at it and asking me to describe what's going on and how I use it. I love how easy it is to change watch faces, and I just keep, getting free ones and buying others and just having fun with them. But what's the difference between the Classic and this one is called again what?
The Frontier.
The Frontier.
So from a features perspective, the only difference is that on the Frontier, we're going to be offering LTE connectivity.
Really?
Which is really exciting. So this is our first LTE connected smartwatch. We're going to be working with our major carrier partners across the U.S. to enable you to get onto their networks.
So that means the typical carriers, the big ones,
Absolutely.
Verizon's,
AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile have all made announcements with us as regards to this. More information, we'll get you back on that.
So we're saying stay tuned for more details.
Stay tuned
on
for
those.
more details. Yeah, absolutely on the carrier. But what we are here to talk about today is the fact that it has LTE connectivity. And what that means is that you can make calls and receive calls directly from your wrist without a phone.
Really? So if I forget my phone at home, as we all have done occasionally, used to say with the American Express, don't leave home without it. Now it's our phone, it's our wearables.
Absolutely. So what you're seeing
example,
right here, I'm actually getting a call right now, and if I just turn the wrist.
Good, and we've hidden the number enough. Or
you
do
can
we just
see
hang up on them?
that we actually are just getting a call directly on the watch. And what's really cool about the Gear S3, all of them come with a speaker on them, so you can actually use it to make calls. So let's say you're driving and you get an incoming call and you don't want to be fumbling around looking for the phone that you have in your pocket. You can answer it right from your steering wheel on your wrist.
Yeah, because I'm seeing, for example, a microphone with a line through it, so it's on mute right now, so
Yeah.
Mom's not hearing us or whoever's calling you. And I am hiding his or her number, so no worries, just enough. But you can see the speaker is on, and we're good there. But this is really kind of cool, the fact that you can then use it. Does it have its own number then, or is it my number somehow being shared with the watch?
So our carriers in the U.S. are all in the process right now of updating to a technology called One Number. And AT&T actually has this technology even as of today on our Gear S2 lineup. But what that means is that all of the devices that you have with that carrier all ring with the same number. So there's no numbers
kind of
to
like
remember.
Google Voice or something, where it rings on all my devices.
Absolutely.
And home and work and everywhere, so I'm not going to miss an important call. So if
Right.
I give you my Google Voice number, you know I care about you.
Absolutely.
Or I'll just ignore you on every device. But that's the sort of, in that sense, people can relate, I think, to one number and you'll get me wherever. So in this case, one number, you might get my smartwatch.
Right, and for your friends and family and the people that call you, they only need to know your number, and that's the important thing about it. And so that when they call you, let's say you go for a jog, but you want to like travel light and you want to leave your phone at home, you're going to be getting those incoming messages, all those incoming calls directly on your wrist through that LTE network. So we're very excited to be the #1 connected smartwatch in the U.S.
As well, you're getting another call, so let me hang up on it, and you can say, I'm sorry,
Tell them we're busy.
Dave hung up. Yeah, we're
doing
busy.
the radio right now.
Exactly. There are priorities here. Now, of course, those listening on the radio, especially if you're driving, have no fear, because you can come and see what we're talking about here with Dave when you visit us at intotomorrow.com and our IFA specials from Berlin. Not a problem. But this is happening with both models now? We have that capability?
So the LTE connectivity comes on the Frontier.
Okay.
But both of the watches will also come in a Bluetooth version. So what that means is that you can use it with any Android phone, 4.4 or above. You can still get connectivity and use that speaker when you have the phone with you.
Now, will the Gear S3 also store maybe some of my music or anything?
Absolutely. So we have 4 gigabytes of storage, which is great for taking your personal MP3s with you.
Ooh.
We also have an exciting new partnership with Spotify. We're going to be offering streaming over both LTE and Wi-Fi on this device. So let's say that you have your music up in the cloud with Spotify. You can actually have that music with you when you don't even have your phone with you.
Okay, excellent. And being the fact that you have that kind of storage on the smartwatch, we could actually store some of our music library, maybe a few songs, at least you're saying, on the watch. And
500 or more.
On the watch?
On the watch with 4 gigabytes of storage.
Because our producer,
Absolutely.
John's been concerned about that. So his eyes just lit up behind you, and he's like, really? Okay. Because, he didn't want to, if he's out jogging, he doesn't want to have his phone. He wants to just have his smartwatch and know that he's got his music on it.
John, I think we have the right watch for you.
Yeah, apparently. And which phone do you have with you? Because, of course, we've got to talk about Samsung phones real quick. I know the Note 7 is out, but what is this one?
Yeah, so the Note 7 is our most recent, but we have 2 flagship phones, and this is actually the most recent from the Galaxy S. So this is the Galaxy S7.
Nice.
Takes amazing pictures, has the industry standard best camera. It's also waterproof, IP68. Actually, all of these devices that you see here are IP68 waterproof. Which is really exciting, and something important to Samsung is that we offer that technology where you can take it, you can get it wet, and you can feel safe that it's not going to break.
Good. So you get caught in the rain, you're not worried.
No, not
like
worried at all.
Almost all the other devices that can be history.
Yeah, and we've even taken that durability to the next level with the Gear S3. This is actually military-grade certifications. It's heat, cold weather tested, dust and sand, and shockproof.
So even more to impress John, because he's a Marine.
Oh, great.
So he wants the watch to have his music, and it's military grade, the band and everything else. You're going to be, he's good to go. So,
Dave, it's just for you, John.
Exactly. You're a delight to chat with, and next time we get you back, we're going to show even more product, I'm sure.
I'd love to.
Because there's always new and fun things coming out, and we love talking to you and Philip and the others on the Samsung team. There's so much stuff always to cover with Samsung.
Great. Well, thanks for having me on the show. This was really awesome.
It's a pleasure. You got to look into all these goodies. Certainly the S7, the Note 7, and you skipped 6.
Yeah, we skipped 6 right entirely.
They're not mishearing something. It went from the Note 5 to the Note 7, but that's a good thing. You're catching up and doing all kind of other fun stuff. So I love it. I mean, it just makes it fun. And of course, check out the new models of the Gear S3. And you can do that at Samsung.com while you're looking at refrigerators and everything else and TVs. Oh, yeah, TVs. Yeah, there's a bunch of those being announced here at IFA as well.
Yeah, we make a couple things.
Yeah, a couple things, exactly. But do check them out at Samsung.com. We'll get you there, too, when you hit us up at intotomorrow.com. I'm Dave Graveline, back with more from Berlin, Germany, and IFA 2016 here on the Advanced Media Network.